We are back. I don't know the whole thing.
Hello guys, I am Sprang, and we were back.
We are back. This is I Am Sprang.
Oh wait, I get it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Movies That Make You podcast, where movies are more than just entertainment, they're a catalyst for meaningful conversations. I'm Jonathan Sprang, and I go by Sprang, and most weeks we dive into movies to watch in preparation for the new releases hitting theaters. But we don't stop there. We explore the morals, the deeper ideas, and the life lessons that these films have to offer. This week, we are so excited to have this conversation. We are in the year 2025. It's hard to believe, but we are here, and we are excited to discuss the most anticipated films that we have this year. Boys gave me their top five. Kristen gave me her top five. I took my top five, compiled the list of what movies had the most votes, made our top 10 list. At the very end, you don't want to miss it. ChatGPT helped me out. We actually ranked which boy had the most movies in the highest of the rankings. One child had 4 movies from their list as the top 4 that were ranked highest, most anticipated based off of all 6 of us. It's going to be a fun episode. You can follow our movie journey and join the conversation on Instagram at Movies That Make You, and check out our lists on Letterboxd at I Am Spring. You'll find the movies that make you laugh, the movies that make you cry, the movies that make you scream, and everything in between. Before we dive into this week's episode, here's a sneak peek of the next 4 weeks on the Movies That Make You podcast. Next week, we're going to be talking Paddington 1 and 2 in preparation for Paddington 3 that drops that Friday. Should be a fun time. These films are highly rated. Rotten Tomatoes has them way up. It was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes for a while. So both of the first 2 movies were great, and we're looking forward to the third one. The week after that, we're going to be talking Wolfman. And Kristen and I have been watching a lot of the Wolfman movies, werewolf movies, things like that, in preparation for that episode. So should be a lot of fun. The week after that, we're going to have our good friend Nick Hot Cold Shepherd back on the show. He joined us last year for a great discussion on a couple of really good boxing movies, Hands of Stone and Southpaw. This time he wanted to have a conversation with the boys, and super excited to have him back. So we're going to have a lot of fun discussing the Rocky series. We spent the Thanksgiving break watching all 6 of the Rocky movies, so that should be a lot of fun to have that discussion with Hot Coals. Super excited for that. Week after that, it's the first Monday of February, so we're going to kick off the month of love with an episode about the love movies. So romance movies. Kristen and I are going to give our top 5 favorite romance movies. We'll see, do we have anything in common? Should be a lot of fun. Hope those episodes excite you. So without further ado, let's get to the podcast.
We are back with another episode of the podcast. I am Sprang, and let the boys run it down. My name's Colton.
My name's Connor.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Ezekiel the Sigma.
And we are also joined by Mom.
What's up, guys?
And I am Sprang, as Colton already said. Yes, very good, guys. This is another episode of the Movies That Make You podcast, and we are excited to get into it. This is our first episode of 2025. First episode of 2025. That's crazy. We've been doing the podcast for over a year, and that is super exciting. Anybody want to tell us what your favorite episode was that we talked about?
I think Quiet Place. Yeah, I think Quiet Place.
Nice. What about you, Zeke?
My definitely favorite one was probably Sonic. Not gonna lie, the last one we did.
Yeah, that was good.
Twisters.
Yeah, that was Mom's favorite. What about you, Jacob? You have a favorite?
Mine was probably Scream. That was really fun.
Yeah, with Papa Goss. Very nice. Colton, how about you?
Mine was probably best movies of 2025, because this one's gonna be my favorite.
This is going to be epic. Absolutely. Very good. I like it. So we are in Florida at our Grammys and D-Daddy's house, and we just got done with Christmas. What was your favorite thing about Christmas so far?
Getting to see my grandparents. It was fun.
Nice. Connor, you got anything?
Probably seeing manatees in the future.
Yeah. We're going to see the manatees tomorrow. That'll be awesome. What about you, Kristen?
That's what I'm excited about. Going on a kayak and clear. I think the kayaks are clear and you can see the bioluminescence and manatees. So just super
didn't know
excited to
that.
experience that with the family.
Yep. Going to be crazy. Go ahead, Colton.
Mine was probably like opening my gifts or seeing the manatees, because that was cool.
Yeah. Jacob,
was it?
last
It will
one.
be cool.
What you got,
No,
Jacob?
we're talking about this is airing in the future.
It's airing in like
I know,
7
but you don't know
days.
if we're gonna see anything or not.
Yeah, we'll
You
have
don't know
seen
if
them
we're not going
already.
to see any or not.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's fine.
I think so far my favorite part of the break is just having good relaxation time to just hang out and
Play
chill.
piano all day.
Nice. Absolutely. Those are all awesome, awesome things to be excited about. My favorite part was definitely just kind of uh, opening the presents and seeing you guys open the presents that we spent money on and opening Connor's 17 boxes that were all filled with like $10 each. That was kind of fun. But yeah, it was fun. It's fun. It's always fun for me to give gifts. It's nice to get them too, obviously, but it's always fun to see you open up the gifts that we get you as parents, right, Kristen?
That's right.
All right. Well, let's jump into it. This is going to be a slam packed episode. We're not going to deep dive on any of the movies. So we've got a top 10 list. Unlike last time when we did just kind of the random movie walk down, this one I actually organized it from a top 10 perspective. So movies that were on multiple lists were higher, and if they were higher on this list, that ranked them up above as well. So we have a top 10 with 3 honorable mentions. There were 3 outliers of that. First one on that list is Tron Ares. Tron Ares is coming out. It's the sequel to Tron Legacy that came out back, I think, in 2009 or something like that. I really enjoyed the movie. One of the big takeaways from the last Tron movie was the soundtrack, because that put Daft Punk, for me, it put Daft Punk on the map. Their soundtrack was incredible. So that was always one of the reasons why I liked the movie so much, but also just the visuals of the movie were great. So this is a sequel to that movie. So super excited. Anybody else have any thoughts on Tron?
Yeah, I just remember seeing it a lot as a youngin. Uh, and I mean, I don't know. It's just a nostalgic movie for me. I really like the soundtrack. I agree with you on that. And then I know the CGI, that was one of the things that kind of made it a bad movie for some people, but I don't remember anything too horrible except the guy's face when he was doing the speech. But
Yeah, they did like a younger version of the main actor from the original
yeah.
80s movie. So yeah, people didn't like that too much. Go ahead, Connor.
I know you have the whole soundtrack. You bought the whole soundtrack, and I think I gave you a record.
Yes, you did. You got
Yeah.
the vinyl of the original soundtrack. I also bought the remix version that has extended cuts of all of those songs, because when it's a soundtrack, it's only like sometimes it's only 45 seconds of that part of the movie. And so in the extended versions, you get like a full 3 or 4 minutes song out of it, and they had a bunch of guys come in and do remixes of it. So that was cool. What about you, Zeke?
My favorite part of it was the big guy was actually, I'm not gonna say it, but there's a big giant twist. Spoiler alert, skip past this to blank seconds and blank minutes. Basically, the main character's father, which he was searching for, right? He was actually the guy who was the enemy, right?
The character that he created to help him build this digital world ends up being the guy that and it's kind of a common theme in sci-fi movies that the AI we use to help us make the world better sees humanity as the issue, and so then wants to take over humanity. So yeah, that's one of the key themes. Cool. Colton, you got anything about Tron? It's okay if you don't.
Well, I remember always being called Coltonator. Something with Tron.
Nice.
It's
So that was 13th on the list. 12th on the list is one of Jacob's. This is Insidious 6. Insidious 6 makes it on the number 12 on the list. What are you so excited about for Insidious 6?
I think what I'm most anticipated for Insidious 6, I don't know, I just want a good horror movie. Is it a sequel to any of the
I think it's a
Insidious
sequel.
movies, or is it a one-off?
I think it's a sequel to Red Door.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Then yeah, because we saw Red Door in the theaters at a Alamo Draft House before it closed down and then reopened.
Mm-hmm.
But
they close.
yeah,
Yeah.
they closed down a few months ago.
Oh yeah.
Connor, you saw Red Door with us. Are you excited for the new Insidious movie?
Yeah, I think we should watch it again before we watch that one because I don't really remember it.
Yeah, we can definitely do that for sure. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have anything for Insidious?
One of my favorite parts about Red Door is like how scary it was, cuz most of the other Insidious movies, they weren't too creepy or anything. And then Red Door comes out, cuz I've only seen the first and second one, right? Yeah, and those weren't too crazy, but Red Door, ooh, I got some startles out of that. So I'm excited to see what Insidious 6 has to bring as
Nice.
far as scariness.
That's awesome. Yeah. So Tron was my number 5, so that's why it's so low. Insidious 6 was your number 3, Jacob. And the next one up is Kristen's number 3, which is Megan 2.
Yes. So I'm excited about Megan too, just to see where the story goes. I thought Megan, the original, was super creative. It was creepy, but not too scary. And I find it really relevant, especially with all the AI things that are coming out. So I could see that be relevant for today.
Yeah, it was kind of like a modernized version of Chucky, sort of, and they actually redid Chucky recently, and it was that kind of idea too, that he was an AI robot as opposed to a demon possessed monster. But yeah.
I'm pretty sure we talked about watching Megan as a family.
Yeah, we could do that. We were going to do that out in October, but we didn't have time for it. So, but yeah, we'll definitely watch Megan. It's another good PG-13 one. Both Megan and Insidious are both PG-13. And by the way, all of these films are PG-13 and under. There are a lot of movies coming out next year that are R-rated, but we just kept this list to just PG-13 so the boys could participate fully. Cool. All right. Anybody else have anything to say about Megan?
She's coming for your grandmother.
Oh, is she? I don't know that. All right, now that's the 3 honorable mentions. They were only one time and only on one list, and they were not number 1 on the list. The number 10, so we're in the top 10 now of movies, is Kristen's number 1 movie, which is Snow White. Tell us why you're so excited.
First, I'll explain that most of mine are in the lower of the 10 because I didn't make almost anybody's list. So it's fine. I'll own it. Snow White, I really like the live action of these movies. I think the actress that is playing Snow White has really just done a phenomenal job with the most recent characters she's played. I'm really excited to see how they also incorporate like the 7 dwarves. I don't know the PC term for all this, if that's what they're going to call them, but and then who is the evil witch? Charlie's
Gal Gadot.
Oh, Gal Gadot. Oh, and she's always such a cool, positive actress. I loved her in Wonder Woman. But so yeah, I'm really excited to see what that turns out like.
Yeah, me too. And I did say that they're gonna most of the dwarves are gonna be CG, so that'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how they take that for sure. Anybody else excited for Snow White?
No.
Yes.
Oh, Colton is.
Isn't Snow White the one who like blew me a kiss at Disney?
Yes.
What?
No, that was
Oh, really?
Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell?
Yeah, she's my op.
Ah.
Op.
I don't think she's your op. You got Rizzy with her, bro.
Before we go see Snow White, we'll have to rewatch the animated version because it's been a while since I've seen it too. But there's like 2 or 3 good live action adaptations, but this one's Disney's retelling of their version of the story, so should be cool and classic, in the storytelling sense. It's probably just a really good remake. All right, we've got number 9, Captain America Brave New World. Who had that on their list? 2 people had it on their list. So I know I was one, and I think Zeke was the other. So Zeke, what are you so excited for the new Captain America movie?
I just am a big Marvel fan. I'm basically dad, but as a kid, honestly, he's relatable to me. I feel like just the cover for it when I saw it at B&B theaters, the Red Hulk squishing Captain America's shield. I just thought that was so cool, and I'm like, wait, isn't Captain America's shield indestructible? I was so confused. Until then, I did some research and I figured out we have a Marvel encyclopedia. And then I realized that a military guy wanted to become the Hulk, and he became the Red Hulk, and is basically just a more intelligent version of the regular Hulk.
Yeah, absolutely. So Thunderbolt Ross is the guy that becomes the Red Hulk. He's the one that was part of the military in the first Incredible Hulk movie. He came back in Captain America: Civil War, and he was trying to make make the Avengers be a part of the government. And that's when Captain America said, "Peace out, I'm leaving," and split the team in half. So now he's back. He's going to be president. Harrison Ford is playing him because William Hurt passed away. So Harrison Ford is playing Thunderbolt Ross, who's president, and he's trying to bring Captain America back as a partner in America's government and all that stuff. And he has all that military background, so it's going to be interesting to see a Hulk that actually has military knowledge and knows how to fight, as opposed to a scientist who is really Hulk. His Hulk is really just kind of just pure instinct. Thunderbolt Ross's Red Hulk will be a little bit more intense, I'm sure. So, yeah, anybody else looking forward to the new Captain America? Because it's going to be Falcon. Falcon's now Captain America, so that should be interesting too.
Oh yeah. I forgot that Falcon was gonna be Captain America. That's gonna be fun because I remember Captain. What was it? Captain America and Hawkeye, right?
No, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier. They had that series on Disney Plus. Yeah.
I know that show is super good, so I'm hoping that Marvel actually makes a good movie
Yep.
soon.
Yeah, they've had some struggles, but Deadpool and Wolverine came back, brought it back. They're hoping that, I think they've done some re-edits and stuff like that to try to make this one even better than what it was to start with. So that's exciting.
Remember when you said the re-edit thing? You just said that. Sonic, the ugly Sonic. Remember that? That actually gave me a nightmare. I remember I was basically Sonic and collecting rings. Then I saw him, and I just screamed.
Yep. So hopefully the edits that they make will make it even better. Yeah, Connor.
Red One spent 250 million on the movie, and so far has only made 43 million.
Yeah. So that's a Prime movie, though. So they aren't as concerned about the box office. That was only in the box office for 2 weeks, and so they're really just concerned about getting more subscribers too. So, yeah, Colton.
We watched Red One yesterday.
Yes, we did.
They had Santa Claus in it.
Yep. Cool. All right. So next up, number 8 has 2 votes. How to Train Your Dragon, the live action version. Who had that on their list?
I think I had it on my list.
Yes, Connor and Colton had it on your lists. So, Connor, why don't you go first since you got the mic? What are you most excited about for the live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon?
I saw the ad for it on Instagram and it looked really cool, like very HD.
For sure. Colton, how about you?
So I've always been like a How to Train Your Dragon fan because like one time it saved me from boredom because I got sick and Connor went to school and I'm pretty sure mom was like staying at home because I was sick and I was like 7. So I went in her room and I watched How to Train Your Dragon all day.
Nice. Yeah, it's a really good one. I'm excited for it too.
It was the show. I played the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they had the show too on Netflix. I know for us.
And I've seen all the Train Your Dragons, so I think it's going to be a good movie.
Yeah, I think so too. I know it's one that we like too, Kristen. We've talked about that one, and I really liked the trailer because it like shows. I saw some side by sides where they edited the animated movie next to the trailer for the live action and just showed like the comparisons and how kind of alike it is. So they're really trying to make it honor the original.
Colton, I will ruin How to Train Your Dragon for you. Search up Dancing Toothless. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I've already seen it.
Yeah.
I can't run from it.
Anything else about How to Train Your Dragon?
I forgot about that movie, or maybe I didn't, but I don't think I saw it because I would have put it on my list. I love that series.
Yeah,
it's such a good movie series.
Also, Gerard Butler's coming back to play the dad, and he voiced him in the animated series, so that's pretty cool too.
Can you say anything else about How to Train Your Dragon? It's relevant.
Anything else about How to Train Your Dragon?
No, but how do you train your dragon?
Okay.
I don't get it.
Number 7, Karate Kid Legends. So it's the sequel to the Karate Kid with Jaden Smith, and also is including Ralph Macchio from the original 3 Karate Kid movies. So Colton, you had it on your list. Tell us a little bit about why you're excited.
I'm excited because I like the old Karate Kid movies because it's about this weak guy who gets strong and then he beats up the bullies. That's because it's kind of like me.
It's pretty cool. for sure. That's one of the reasons why I liked it too as a kid. And then I really liked, we talked about it before, but Jackie Chan, yeah, I always liked him in Kung Fu movies too. So to have him play the kind of the teacher role was really cool. And I have seen the trailer for this one, and the fighting sequences look bonkers. So it's definitely amping up the quality of the fighting in this one, whereas the original were very, very minimal on the fighting because it was more like a student learning. This is definitely more of an advanced student that really knows what he's doing. So it'll be cool to see all those fights, and then also to see Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan working together to help this kid out. I think that's going to be really awesome. Anybody else excited for Karate Kid?
I don't know. This is the one with the black Karate Kid, right?
No, that was the old one. That was the kind of the remake, but this is like bringing the two ideas together.
Oh, okay.
So this has got like Cobra Kai plus Jackie Chan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. I mean, that sounds fun. I want to see it.
I'm looking forward to it just from like a teaching aspect, and it's more about rather than just being strong, it's more of self control. And I like how, especially the one with Jaden Smith, whenever he was hanging up his coat and it fell, and he was like, "Pick up your coat, pick up your coat." As a parent, we've all gone through that. So I hope that the kids can like pick up a little bit from what they're trying to teach on this. I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, for sure. That was one of the cool things about original Karate Kid, and then each of the iterations after that was taking these kind of practical things that you do every day, and using those as places to engage with the skills that you learn in karate. So pretty cool. All right, number 6 had 2 votes. That is F1. This is a movie about the F1 racing that's starring Brad Pitt. I know, Connor, you had it on your list, and I think, Kristen, you had it on
Obviously.
yours.
Did I have it in top 1?
Let me see. No, you did not.
Oh man. What did I have in top 1?
You can't say it because maybe that might be number 1 on the list. So you can't spoil anything.
Yeah, but yeah, it might have been your number 1, Connor, but it was not. No, it wasn't number 1 on your list. I've got that here, so it wasn't your number 1, but that's fine. I think it was number
Dang.
3. But go for it. What are you excited about for F1?
I like watching F1 and Max Verstappen and all the other guys. And whenever we're on a cruise, I watched an F1 race live, and my stomach wasn't feeling good, so I watched the whole thing.
Yeah, it's pretty epic for sure. Well, I think, Kristen, you had it on your list too.
Yeah, so it's fun. I didn't like watch a lot of F1 or any type of fast racing shows. My dad was all into NASCAR. And so I enjoyed seeing that occasionally on the TV. But after going to a few of the live races, I've just really enjoyed the power. And I love cars in general. So it's fun to share that with you, Connor. And yeah, I'm excited about this one. It looks great. And plus, I like Brad Pitt. He's a good actor.
Well, I'm excited for F1 as well. I think after seeing the Gran Turismo movie and how well they did with that telling of that story, I've seen some others too. Ford versus Ferrari. Kristen and I saw, really liked that one. I also saw a movie called Rush that had Chris Hemsworth in it, and the other guy, can't remember his name, but he was also in Captain America: Winter Soldier as the guy that manipulated Winter Soldier into fighting all the Avengers. But really, really solid movie. So there's a couple really good race movies we'll definitely be throwing out there for you guys to kind of gear yourself up for watching F1. Very cool. All right, we're about to hit the top 5. Everybody ready? Number 5.
Yep.
Bad Guys 2. Bad Guys 2 had 3 votes. So I know Zeke had
I
that
think
one.
I put that on my list.
Yeah, I can't see who else did because for whatever reason, but yeah. So you had it on yours, Connor?
I think I did.
Yep. So Bad Guys 3 had 3 votes. So Zeke, why don't you go first? Why don't you tell us what you're excited about for this one?
I'm excited for the new love line, Snake and the Crow. Like, I mean the thing of them kissing, it was hilarious.
Oh, was that in the trailer?
Yeah, that was in the trailer. The snake's mouth was literally on. Well, the crow's mouth was inside Snake's mouth for some weird reason.
That's silly. Connor, how about you? What are you excited about for Bad Guys 2?
I like the first one, but I do not like the ad. The Bad Guys ad.
Oh, I got you.
So annoying.
It's not great. Who else had it on their list? It was Colton or Jacob. I think it was Colton. Yeah, tell us why you want to see that one.
Well, it's probably because I like the first Bad Guys movie.
Yeah,
I couldn't really find anything else to put because I already put like the ones I already wanted.
sure.
So I found Bad Guys. That's going on my number 5. So I put that on there because I like
Yeah.
the first movie. The second one's not very good though.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's good. Definitely. The first one, I know Zeke, you've got some of the books and you've read some of the books, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fun movie, and definitely a continuation of that story. All right, number 4, also with 3 votes, Avatar 3. Avatar 3. I know I had that, Kristen had that, and Jacob had that on our lists. So Jacob, why don't you go first?
How did I have Bad Guys on, but I didn't have Avatar?
I mean, choices, bro. Choices.
Choices, man, choices. I wanna see Avatar 3. I mean, I think there's planned to be 5, right? 5 avatars. I mean, I really enjoy the Avatar kind of idea, and I think it'll just be another cool Avatar movie, you know? Like
Yep.
the first one was amazing, second one was great. Um I mean, what
Yeah.
else is there to expect, you know? Greatness.
Yeah, so the first one was kind of the air people, because they were the dragon type animals. Second one was the water people. This one's the fire people. So it'll be really interesting to kind of see what that means and how that plays out into the series. But Kristen, what are you so excited for?
I'm just excited to see how the story continues. I loved the Way of the Water. I thought that was a very moving piece. It got me. Well, I feel like the first one established what the story's about. The second one went kind of further into it, and I just like how they really rely on the land and each other, and it's how we're all connected.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good stories. James Cameron, just a bonkers at making these movies that are really meaningful and touch your heart, but also look incredibly amazing. So, Connor, you said you were excited for it.
Yeah.
That's it,
I really
bro.
Yeah. I like fire people. Is that cool?
POV pulled a Jagus Sprang. I wanted to do fire. I don't know why I did not put this on my list because I thought I was going to. So I probably would have I think I forgot it. I would put it in Bad Guys but
Yeah,
so it's a really good movie because I like fire. Fire's cool.
very nice. All right, Connor, do you have anything else to say?
So wait, the last one was water, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. Because I thought you said the flying one was second, the water one was first, and I was like, that's not right.
yeah. No, I said it the other
Yeah.
way, the right way. So that was number 4. All right, number 3. It's the epic conclusion of a series that we've watched all 7 movies of, and that is Mission Impossible 8. This is called The Final Reckoning. The one that came out last year was the Dead Reckoning Part 1, and this one they just renamed. Instead of Dead Reckoning Part 2, they're just calling it The Final Reckoning. So Jacob, tell us, you had this on your list. Tell us why you are excited for this one.
I love Mission Impossible. I love how like there's just there's just this big old stunt every movie. It's kind of like their signature. But I'm really excited for this one because I think I heard it and it sounded pretty epic, but I forgot what it was.
Oh,
So
that's cool. Yeah. So this one he's flying a plane and he has to go from one plane to another plane in midair, in mid-flight. So yeah, so he's hanging from the plane and all this stuff and then landing on the other plane. So it's going to be pretty epic.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Colton?
excited.
What happens if he misses the other plane?
So
I-
he's still got the stunt gear on, so he would have a parachute to help him survive, but he's still
Oh,
doing
well,
the
that's
stunt.
lame.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. That's still a cool
He's like
stunt.
60 years old.
Yeah. Zeke, you had this on your list too. What are you so excited for?
I'm expecting another big stunt. It was just amazing seeing him just jump onto that train and a motorcycle in the mountain. It was just amazing. Yeah.
For sure. With it being the final Mission Impossible, I think they're really pulling out all the stops and coming up with what they can do that will just amp it up that much more. So, Anybody else excited for Mission Impossible?
This guy.
Yeah.
That guy.
I just like how you get all excited, babe. I think that's fun to watch. I'm not an action movie kind of girl, so I just go along to get some popcorn and spend some quality time together.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Definitely one of those big series or big franchises that definitely amp everything up. I'm not forcing everybody else to watch them all, but I'm going to end up watching all of them leading up to it to kind of culminate. But we'll probably at least watch the seventh one to gear up for it, so that we make sure that we know where the story's at, because it is definitely a cliffhanger and it's a part one, part two type of situation. So we want to remember where we're at. All right, we are at our number two. Number two, only two more movies left that are on our most anticipated list. This one was on all four boys' lists. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Yes. All right, Colton, go ahead.
Didn't we do this last year, most anticipated for 2024, and it won last year?
It was not on the most anticipated. It was on our most liked from 2023. Yes, it was our one of the favorites of that year. So tell me a little bit, Connor, why are you so excited for Five Nights at Freddy's 2?
Because I like the first one. I like Springtrap, but I think he died. So I wonder what they're. Oh yeah, it's FNAF 2 now. So it's like, what were the other ones? Bo-
It was
Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, and then Toy
Bonnie
Chi.
with his head ripped off.
I'm ready for the withered Bonnie. I think that's gonna be pretty cool.
Gold Freddy.
Nice. Colton, what about you?
Oh, there's also Mangle and Balloon Boy and
Very nice.
Marina.
Cool. All right, Jacob, what about you?
Oh, Marionette too.
Not two. It's just all.
Oh, sorry, Marionette also.
Marina.
Okay, that's it.
All right, I'm gonna stop now.
Jacob, how about
Good.
you?
Honestly, I don't know, cause I had like a FNAF kind of era,
Era.
but
It was
yeah,
your
I think
number
we all
two,
did.
bro. It was your number two.
Like-
Don't act like you don't like it.
Yeah. Honestly, I just want to see how scary it is, cause the first one wasn't really too scary, but I'm hoping they up their game, you know,
For
while
sure.
at least staying PG-13, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Zeke, how about you?
Finally, I've been dreading this moment. I mean, waiting for this moment. The favorite parts. I have a bunch of favorite parts. Um, I really like Withered Chica instead of Toy Chica. Toy Chica, we don't talk about her. I like all the toy animatronics. I like the marionette. I love the just Withered Foxy. I just love all the characters.
So did the first movie follow the first game at all?
Pretty much.
It did? Okay. So you're thinking that they're going to follow the games in sequence with the new stories, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully.
Okay. That'll be interesting for sure. Because I didn't know that there was a story. I thought you were just scared walking around in the dark trying to get out alive. So very cool. I know that one's your favorite, right, Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Number one movie. Who wants to do a drum roll?
Me.
All right. Number one movie, most anticipated, Minecraft. The Minecraft movie. Yes. It was on all
Is it on
four of the
Mom's
boys'
list?
lists. So, Connor, why don't you go first? What are you so excited about for Minecraft?
Because probably all of us have played Minecraft at least one time. Maybe even Mom. Maybe like I gave her my phone.
Yeah. We've all played it. We've all played it.
I have never played it, but that's okay. I'm cheering you guys on.
Kristen, we're gonna force you to play it.
Zeke, how about you? What are you so excited for?
Peaches, 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 peaches. The guy who sings that. I'm excited
Oh,
for
Black
Jack
Jack?
Black. Oh my god,
Jack Black.
love
Black Jack.
Jack Black. He is one of my top 5 favorite actors. He's just unexplainable.
Very nice. Jacob, how about you?
I want to see how funny it is, cause I love Jack Black as well. And I don't know. I want to see how funny it is him being Steve. I am Steve.
Yeah, that would look pretty funny. Colton, how about you?
I I want to see the time where he says, "I, as a child, I yearned for the mines," and then I want to see him like fight the Ender Dragon because I could never do that. So he might be able to, but so technically they're playing hardcore because you can't respawn.
Interesting. I do also find it interesting that he's in this, but he was also in the Jungle Book. I'm sorry, the Jungle. What was it? No, it was the
Mario?
Jumanji movies. He was in that one too. So I thought that was interesting that he's in this one too. But
Jack
Jason
Black.
Momoa is playing one of the characters that gets into the world too. And I just think all the animals look interesting and unique. They look very Minecrafty, very blocky, but also cute at the same time. So it should be interesting. It was not in my top 5 anticipated, but I think it'll be fun to watch.
Speaking of Minecraft, look at the Crocs I'm wearing. Minecraft.
Anything else about Minecraft?
I love Minecraft. It's such a good game.
Okay. Well, that's not going in the podcast.
Oh man.
All right. So
Please.
unlike the other lists, I actually use ChatGPT to help me organize our ranking, and I had to correct it about 6 times, but we finally got the corrected rankings based off y'all's votes. But what it also did was it also gave you all ranks on how well you picked the overall group's top 5. And so at number 4 is Connor. Connor, you had only 3 items. Only 3 items from your list were in the top 8. How to Train Your Dragon, FNAF, and Minecraft. Colton, you had 4 items in the top 8. Minecraft, FNAF, Karate Kid, and How to Train Your Dragon. Zeke, you had 4 items. Minecraft, FNAF, Mission Impossible, and Captain America. And Jacob at number 1, 4 out of his 5 movies were the top 4 movies on the list. So you win this ranking, even though there's no point and no reason. I just thought that was fun to kind of see how well you did. So the only one, Jacob, that didn't make the top 5 was Insidious 6 at number 12. So very good. Good job, Jacob. It seems like the boys all have their tastes kind of in that same realm. And Kristen, you and I were holding up the bottom.
We're on the outliers, but you know what? They're still relevant.
It's definitely still relevant. Very cool. All right. Let's do one more question before we jump off. What are you most excited about for 2025, just in life? Go ahead, Jacob.
To progress in music and myself.
Very nice. I like it. Connor, how about you?
To get faster in cross country and build my PC to be the best.
Very nice. Colton?
What's it? I'm happy to like progress a year in life so I can get a SIM card and I can also get Instagram because I'm gonna be turning 13. Yay!
Well, the next six months better be really good for you to get those things. That'll be fun.
I also forgot to say I get my driver's permit, so that's pretty cool.
Yes. Very nice. All right, Zeke, how about you?
I'm just want to exceed at school so I can get that Auntie Anne's.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good goals. Kristen, how about you? You got anything?
I'm excited to just continue our journey as a family and really, yeah, I'm going to take some new courses with nutrition within the personal training, continuing education. So I love nutrition. So excited to dive into all those little specifics and also just grow within our company on the loan type that I do. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that progresses this year.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm excited for work to progress and helping you with that product and helping make it better and faster and make it the best in class experience for everybody involved, for sure. I'm also excited for the music, working on new music. So you'll be seeing a little bit of that. I'll probably post a link in our thing just for those that want to jump over to my music Instagram. You can feel free to do that. You can also check it out at iamsprang.com if you want to check out the new music I'm working on. But that's kind of a fun little thing too. So very cool. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you guys next week. Thanks so much for listening to the Movies That Make You podcast, where movies are a catalyst for meaningful conversations. We hope you'll give us a like, a share. Let us know you were here over at our Instagram at Movies That Make You. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. So until next time, keep watching movies.